fires a first pitch curveball. Yeah, that's in there, strike one. Loudon, I'm sure, wants to gain confidence in that curveball. He's got 5 strikeouts already through 2 innings of work. Pitch is swung on, and this one is hit foul down the right field line. 0-2.
Coming out going right at the leadoff hitter.
Now let's see if Loudon has something he can toss up there to fool Jones. Fastball on the outside, Black, another looking strikeout. Woo. Holy smokes, he just burned it in, did Loudon Cochran.
Cochran on fire.
Oh my gosh.
He has struck out 4 of the last 5 batters.
He has 6 strikeouts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looking strikeouts. This is Maddox. There's that curveball that won't come down, ball 1. It must be something different. Maybe it's not a knuckleball, but it just hangs up in the air and won't come down. Here's a fastball. There's a bunt. It's over to the third baseman, Bradbury. The toss to first, and in time. So says our fielding umpire. The throw from to Dash took him to the home plate side, and it looked like Maddox might have outrun it, but he did not, and he is thrown out 5-3 for the second out.
Oh, yeah, when Bradbury fielded, I thought there was no way.
That was a nice bunt laid up the third base line. Here is Bunn now. Nobody out on the sacks for the Wendell Trojans, and a curveball that hits him right in the old noggin. That's why we wear those helmets out there, boys and girls at home. Hit by pitch. Bunn will head down to first base.
Now they're going to have to do like a concussion protocol thing, probably.
I'm not sure what the discussion is about as our home plate umpire is calling head coach Marty Hurd over. Marty Hurd tapped him on the head and said, "You're fine. Get in there and run."
Figured they were going to ask him like who the president was and stuff.
So that's out at first base. Aiden Bunn, his mother is the scorekeeper, and she's out there. She's right against the dugout, and she stood up and wanted to make sure her son was okay. And missed the first pitch up there to Ponce. Here's a move over to first base, and Bunn is back under the tag.
Well, there's nothing on the scoreboard.
There's nothing up on the scoreboard. They must have just got a new baseball. That's what it was. So Ponce, here's the first pitch to him, swung on it. It's a comebacker right to the shortstop. Howell takes the bag for the force on Bunn, and that will do it here for the Trojans in the top of the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We go to the Maniac half of the third, CJ.
And Cochran Schneider will see the plate for the first time. Then back around to the top for Naranjo. And Jeff and I come back after this.
P1FCU wants to help you get out and explore the Pacific Northwest. Each time you make a purchase with your P1FCU debit MasterCard, you get entered to win a weekly prize. You'll also get entered to win our grand prize getaway, including 2 e-bikes and a stay at Silver Mountain. Win a little adventure from P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Find official rules and complete details at p1fcu.org/adventure. Insured by NCUA.
It's the State 2A baseball playoffs, and Orofino returns to make a big splash. Simmons Natal Enterprises knows the boys are playing together exceptionally well to achieve a common goal, win at state. Simmons Natal Enterprises is proud to support the winning efforts of the Maniacs. Simmons Natal Enterprises, where we not only back our area schools, we back the efforts of those fighting against breast cancer. Call to ask about one of our pink rolling totes for your home or business. Simmons Natal Enterprises.
I want to thank LCCU, our first pitch sponsor in today's game, and make sure that you're on the lookout for the upcoming Children's Miracle Golf Tournament, sponsored by LCCU. Here is C.J. Thompson as we go now to the bottom of the third inning.
All right, Loudon Cochran will lead things off in the bottom of the third here for the Maniacs. Back out on the mound, Cooper Jones has pitched well early, facing just one over the minimum. Jones has the sign, winds and delivers, swinging a ground ball right side. Maddox has it, and a short toss over for the quick first out. Just like that, one pitch, one down.
Hey, the people that you meet at these state tournaments, Brian Lee, the principal at Orofino Senior High School, is just made his way up into the booth. He's standing next to us, and he's taking in a little of America's pastime. Oh, he's blocking the wind. You're on the wrong side. You need to be about 10 feet wide.
A long look in for Jones here. Schneider, his first trip to the plate. Bunn nudges outside. That pitch well up high. 1-0.
Yeah, I talked to some of the track kids today. They were over at Middleton High School for their state track and field. The tennis kids, they're also in our hallway.
1-0 pitch, a fastball on the outside black for a called strike.
Last night at our hotel room, tennis and track and field, we're all on the third floor, and those kids run up and down the hallway all night long. Jiminy Christmas.
The 1-1 offering, swinging a pop-up straight back up, and that'll stay in play. Ooh, in and out of the glove of Aiden Bunn right at the net. I thought that was easily going to make it here into the bleachers.
I did as well, CJ. I just kept my eye trained on it, and I thought it's going to make it all the way back here by us.
That's what I thought.
But it didn't. It came down in front of the screen, and unfortunately for Aiden Bunn, but fortunately for Maniac fans back home, Bunn couldn't make the catch.
1-2 the count. Jones taking his time. Winds and delivers, and the curveball stays outside. 2-2. Schneider back in, hitting in the 9-hole. Jones has the sign. Here's the pitch. Fastball in the dirt for ball 3, full count. The Easton Schneider.
Again, the Maniacs, no runs on a hit, CJ. That double way back in the first from Silas Naranjo.
Here's the windup and the payoff pitch to the plate. Swinging a hard hit. Fly ball, foul territory. Giving chase is Egbert. Oh, just missed coming up with it. Did that place off of his glove?
No, it didn't, but he ran straight into the fence, CJ. And, of course, that's a wire fence over along the way. Oh, my gosh. He had a full head of steam, and he crashed right into that fence, bounced right off, and he's walking back to left field. The ball got into that breeze, and it just carried it over to the warning track where he was on a full charge, Egbert.
Every fly ball is an adventure. Payoff pitch number 2 to the plate, a curveball, swinging a ground ball right side. Maddox has it. Short toss in time for the second out. Couple of ground ball outs to second to start off the home half of the third. And it's back around to the top of the order with Silas Serrano.
Yeah, we were, again, talking about the track and field and the tennis kids. The track and field kids, we're very excited. They have a good opportunity to bring home some medals, and we wish them all the best of luck over at Middleton High School.
First pitch on the way, that bounces in the dirt for ball 1.
Tam White, their coach and the bus driver, visited with him and the kids as they were pulling out of the hotel this morning, and he's very excited about the opportunities those kids have.
Naranjo laced a double down the line the other way. Start off the ball game on an 0-1 pitch. Here's the pitch, and a called strike on the inside corner.
Well, Jones had a little extra pace on that, CJ. He came right inside on Silas, and he had some zip on that fastball.
Now the windup, the 1-1 offering, that is well up high for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now to Silas. Bodie Howell over on deck. In the hole is Dash Barlow. Bunn. Here's the pitch on the way. It is up high. 2 balls and a strike.
Silas wants nothing to do with that, CJ. That was headed right for his beaner, and so he said, I'm out of here.
Jones taking his time. The 3-1 offering to Silas, and it is in there for a called strike facing the outside edge. Full count now to Naranjo. Here's the payoff pitch on the way. It is up high. Naranjo is now aboard after drawing the base on balls. He's reached both times.
Silas, our Pizza Factory Player of the Game honoree yesterday for his performance. He was 2 for 2 or 2 for 3, if memory serves me correct, CJ. And Lily's going to come out and run for him once again.
Lily, of course, excellent wheels. We'll see if they decide to test the arm of Bun behind the dish. Haven't had the opportunity to do so far. And here is Bodie Howell. Bodie hitting upwards of 340 on the year. Here's the pitch as the runner goes. It's up high, and it gets by the glove of shortstop Woodward coming over to cover, and it's a good thing for Lily, as I don't think he got a great jump, and he seemed to maybe be up by a mile.
Yeah, and so good job that, unfortunately for Zach Woodward, the ball came in low, and he backhanded it, but it went right underneath his glove into center field.
Now working from the stretch is Jones. 1 on, 2 away. Here's the pitch to the plate. The curveball for a called strike on the outer portion. Evens it up at a ball and a strike to Bodie Howell. Waves the bat over his right shoulder. Lily the lead at second. Jones, a look back, sets and fires. And that's in there for a called strike. 1 and 2.
Well, Jones has his hook working for him now, CJ. He has gotten 3 called strikes on it here this inning.
And he'll step off and look the runner back to second. Lily represents the go-ahead run. Powell can find the outfield. Lily with his wheels could score. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off into the nets on the first base side. He knows he's got to fight off anything close with 2 strikes. Got to protect so he can find something that he likes. Still goose eggs on the scoreboard. Once again, Jones will step off and look Lily back to second. Bodie Howell. The 1-2 on the way to him. The check swing. And did he go?
He said he did, yeah.
So strikeouts to end the innings for Cooper Jones. And the Maniacs held to no runs on and no hits, no errors. They do leave one out there. Still 0, Jeff.
All right, so it's the top of the 4th. And for the Trojans, we're looking at hitters 5, 6, and 7. Lowe, Kirai, and Woodward after this.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So Les Schwab Tires makes my job easy. With surfaces like brakes, steering, and alignment. Those cheap tire centers just throw on tires, and that's it. Now, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Linker. I'm just glad Les Schwab takes safety as seriously as me.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires. Celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
It's in Park, right?
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Deciding what's for lunch or dinner today is as easy as picking up your phone and calling Orofino's top pizza house, the Pizza Factory. The Pizza Factory is where you can get that delicious pizza pie delivered to your home or work. Every day of the week, there's great pizza, famous wings, breadsticks, sub sandwiches, and pizza just a call away. 476-5519.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
The Pizza Factory is Simmons Naval Enterprises, Barlow Quality Trust, and Innovative Electric, our blue and white Maniac backers here on KLER and on our YouTube channel, KLER at 1300 AM.
Flex low to lead things off. Takes cut at the first pitch. Fly ball left field. Aiden Olive moving to his right, and he'll make the catch. Just like that, 1 pitch, 1 away.
That is the first time, I think, CJ, in this game that we've really seen anything hit that deep into the infield on a fly ball. Most everything has been knocked down by this wind.
Here is Alex Girai. Of course, Joe Spunt pulls it back, swing, and a liner up the middle. That'll bounce into center field past the glove of a Bodie Howell, and a base knock for Alex Girai.
Well, right now, both pitching staffs doing a pretty good job. Only 3 hits so far given up in this baseball game. 2 now by Wendell, 1 by the Maniacs.
And both hits for Wendell have gone right up the middle. Here's Zach Woodward. A man aboard, held on by Barlow over at first. Pitch on the way, fouls it off over and out of play. 0-1. Woodward struck out swinging into the second when Cochran struck out the side. Runner takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again into the net as Cochran jumps out to the 0-2 lead.
Yeah, again, Loudon doing a very good job, DJ, to stay away from these right-handed hitters. That one was a pitch outside with a bit of, had some movement on it, a little bit of a curve, fouled off, and that'll play to the right.
Yeah, he's doing a good job avoiding the middle of the plate, working that outside edge. The waste pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and a pitch up high as the runner goes, but it pops out of the glove of Silas Naranjo, and into second is Hirai.
7th strikeout for Loudon Cochran, the starting hurler for the Maniacs.
About a man in scoring position with 2 down here for Justin Egbert. Cochran working from the stretch. A look back, sets and delivers. And that pitch stays high. 1-0. Egbert walked his first at bat. Couple looks back from Cochran. And the pitch on the way, fastball outside, 2-0. Egbert went deep into the at-bat with Cochran in his first at-bat to draw that walk, which was a full count. Here's the 2-0 offering, that outside as well, 3-0. A slow walk back out for Loudon. Cochran sets the 3-0 on the way. In there for a called strike, taken all the way, 3-1. Hitters counts here for Egbert. Waves the bat over his right shoulder. 1 on, 2 away, and the pitch, and he plunked him. Hit him in the back of the head again, I think.
Yeah, it's just the ball, CJ, was a curveball slider combination. You could see it start to spin, but I can't say enough about how strong those wind gusts are. It pushed it into the right-handed hitter. Egbert had to just bend a little, and it went off the back of his helmet.
Here is Elliot Thompson. MaxPreps.com says he hits 222. Runners at first and second, 2 down. Here's the first pitch. A called strike as he paints the outer edge.
Well, I'll tell you what, CJ, if you're not real sure what the umpire's going to call, just look at Silas Naranjo. He'll tell you.
Runners take their leads. The 0-1 offering. That's one off the dish. 1-1.
So Elliott, one of the 7 strikeout victims of Cochran.
Here's the set and the pitch outside. Once again, 2 balls and a strike to Thompson. At first base is Egbert. At second, Hirai. And the pitch outside once again. 3 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and now Silas Naranjo calls time. He's going to walk the ball out to his battery mate and hand deliver it. And as Loudon talking into his glove right now about, what pitch is it that he's struggling with, and what can he burn in there for a called strike. First and second are occupied right now, but he does not want to fill the bags and go to the top of the order.
3-1 count, pitch on the way, and that misses high for ball 4, and the Maniacs do just that. Load up the sacks with Trojans.
Well, now you're going to have to deal with Cooper Jones, CJ, in that leadoff spot. Hot chocolate coming all the... Oh, thank you. Brian Lee has just brought us hot chocolate to keep our hands warm. We can't thank that guy enough.
And here is Cooper Jones back around to the top of the order with the bases loaded. That pitch outside. 1-0. Bases juiced, 2 down. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses away once again. 2-0.
That didn't miss by much. And again, Cochran not going to try, and yes, the bags are juiced with 2 outs, but he's going to try and work. Now we're going to have time called by Dylan Midstock, and he's called Naranjo and Cochran together on the mound. No, now he just said Naranjo could stay back there. He had one of these conversations yesterday.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah, he knows that he's got some young pitchers out there that don't really have state tournament pitching experience, and it's a pretty big stage for the youngsters. Probably just wants to calm them down a bit.
Fiesta and Jalisco and Riverside Physical Therapy are Orofino Maniac backers on KLER Orofino and on our YouTube channel. Thanks for listening there, KLER 1300 AM. Conference over with, CJ. We're ready to go back to work.
Long look in. Loudon winds in, delivers, swinging a foul ball on the third base side.
Yeah, you got to be careful with this leadoff hitter. Cooper Jones has such a quick trigger.
That he does, and he hits 280. The 2-1 pitch, fastball in the dirt.
Yeah, Loudon trying to just burn something by him right now, and there's force at any bag right now.
Nowhere to put Jones. Here's a 3-1 pitch, swing, and a high fly ball, shallow right field, just onto the grass. Schneider will make the catch, and that will end the threat as the Maniacs hold the Trojans scoreless on a hit, no errors. They leave them juiced. It's still 0-0, Jeff.
All right, when we come back, it'll be the bottom of the 4th inning. The home half for the Maniacs, and scheduled up are hitters 3, 4, and 5, Barlow, Olive, and Bradbury after this.
When electrical problems occur at your home or business, it's best left to a professional to assure your safety. Call on the knowledgeable and experienced team of Innovative Electric Services. In Orofino, Innovative Electric can give you a free estimate with competitive pricing to do everything from new builds to remodels. Serving Orofino and all the surrounding area with honest and timely work. Call Innovative Electric at 476-3321. No job too big or small. Call Innovative Electric Services, Orofino.
Good luck, Orofino student athletes participating in all our spring sports and championships. Hello, this is Marilyn from Orofino Marketplace. We wish you continued success during your games, matches, and meets.
Baseball, softball, track and field, golf, and tennis. Orofino High is at the top of the standings no matter what the sport. Orofino Marketplace tips our cap to these healthy and competitive young men and women and wish them the best this and every year.
Orofino Marketplace, home of the 10-pound meat sale and your #1 Maniac sports backer.
Clearwater Valley Health and Clinics, Finke Logging, Atkinson Distributing. Happy to be a part of today's Maniac broadcast on KLER. I'm Jeff Jones. Along with C.J. Thompson, we're here in Napa, Idaho, and Napa Christian High School for the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships. We got ourselves a doozy once again, folks, as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Maniacs coming to the plate in a 0-0 game. Here is C.J. Thompson.
Yeah, another pitching battle out of the gate. Cooper Jones back out on the mound. He's been pitching well. Dash Barlow to lead things off. The first pitch on the way, watches it miss low. 1-0. The lone lefty in the lineup for the Maniacs.
Time call. Look at this. Our home plate umpire saw something. It was right in front of home plate. Went out, picked it up, and just tossed it to the backstop.
Someone lost a belly button ring. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And a called strike on the inner edge. 1-1. Barlow waves the bats over his left shoulder. Long look in from Jones, and time called. Barlow back in, taps on the dish. Jones lines and fires. Swing and a miss. The bottom dropped out of that ditch. 1-2.
Yeah, that was a pretty good curveball tossed up there by Jones, and Dash didn't want to miss an opportunity to take that and drive it out into right field.
The 1-2 pitch to the plate, a fastball is low. Evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Barlow. He bounced out to second his first at-bat. I believe looking for his first hit of the tournament. A 280 hitter, 2-2 on the way, fastball low. Again, full count.
Dash has his dad down at first base. That's Rocky Barlow. If I remember correctly, when Rocky played high school ball for Timberline, his dad was also the first base coach.
Jones lines, delivers the payoff pitch, watched all the way, and he rings him up. A called strike. Belt high on the outer half.
That is now the the 4th strikeout for Jones.
A good start on the mound for Jones here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's being up hitter Aiden Olive. Looking to get his bat going. First pitch on the way, curveball, fouled off.
Aiden, CJ, he just cued one up the first base line, just to the right side of Ponce, who gloved it and took it to the bag himself.
Now the wind up, the 0-1, another curveball, stays high. Ball and a strike now to Olive. And Olive will call for time.
Yeah, just, it's smart by the Maniacs. We saw it with Dash and now Aiden. They call time. Cooper just takes a lot of time on the rubber.
The 1-1 pitch on the way, bounces in. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, I'm assuming Coach Midstock said something not to allow him to control
the tempo of the game. That's right.
The 2-1 delivery to Olive. And therefore a called strike, the corner down and in. 2-2. Nicely placed pitch. Jones winds and delivers a 2-2 swing, a chopper to the right side off the bag is Ponce, and it's a foot race to the bag, the toss, and he got him. Nice hustle up the line by Aiden Olive. It was pretty close.
Very, very close. Yeah, Aiden's foot got there just about the same time that Jones put his foot on the bag, and Jones makes the catch, and Aiden tripped over Jones's foot, went crashing down that first base line.
We want instant replay.
Yeah.
Here's Steve Bradbury. Bases clear, 2 down. Jones winds and fires, swing and a miss as he blows a fastball by a swinging Bradbury.
Yeah, Steven has to be patient, CJ. He went down on 3 pitches in his first at-bat.
The 0-1 offering stays upstairs. A ball and a strike to Bradbury. Another pitching battle. Any base runners is going to be so important. The 1-1 to Bradbury. Check swing. And called strike at the curveball.
That was I thought it was a very good check swing by Bradbury. I don't think his bat went across the front of the plate, but our home plate umpire says it did.
Here's the 1-2 swing and a pop straight up. Calling it is our third baseman makes the adjustments, and Tyree makes the catch for the third out. So 1-2-3 inning as Jones sets the Maniacs down in order. Still 2-6 on the board, Jeff.
All right, it's the top of the fifth inning when we come back, and we're looking at 2, 3, 4 hitters, Maddox, Fun, and Ponce after this.
Start today to improve your mind and body. Hi, it's your Orofino Physical Therapy and Wellness Gym Manager, Kylie. Start getting healthy with a visit today.
It's no fun to struggle with aches and pains from a body that's tired after a day of work. Get answers to your health questions with a free assessment at Orofino Physical Therapy. Learn what you can do to begin feeling better now. Call Orofino Physical Therapy for a free $80 assessment. Don't live with the pain. Call Orofino Physical Therapy.
Find the benefits of a workout today. Talk to any of our staff at Orofino Physical Therapy and Wellness.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation, Renata's Cakery, proud sponsors of the Maniacs here at State in the 2A Idaho State Baseball Championships. Here's CJ.
And Maddox at the plate, swinging through strike one.
Wow, nice looking hook delivered up there by Loudon Cochran to start the two-hitter off, CJ.
Had a little bit of trouble, but was able to come out unscathed in the fourth. Swing, and he loops one right over the head of the third baseman, Bradbury, into left field. The leadoff base knock for Maddox. A man aboard for the Trojans to start off the fifth. Just the second hit given up by Cochran. Oh, third?
Yep, the third hit.
Here is Aiden Bunn. Bunn has one of those hits. Also got plunked. Cochran sets in, fires a curveball for a called strike.
That's exactly the way that Cochran started Jackson Maddox off, that curveball that's taken for a strike. He tossed a fastball that he had to pay for by giving up a single to Maddox.
And the other one offering, swing a line drive base hit out into right center field. Back-to-back base hits to start off the fifth here for the Trojans.
And that was another curve, CJ, but he took something off of it, and it was timed up nicely by Bunn. And so 2 consecutive singles given up by Loudon here to start the fifth inning off.
Here is Julian Ponce. Ponce hits .291. Runners take their leads. 2 on, nobody away. Showing Bunch pulling it back. That pitch outside.
Well, so Julian, CJ, he shows Bunt, pulls it back, but he's got such a fast swing. He can pull it back and get a full swing in.
The 1-0, and he does bunt it down the third base line. Off the mound, Cochran has it. Sails the throw over the head of Barlow. That scores a run from third. And that puts the Trojans up 1-0. Ponce ending up at second on the play. And that's the second time in the tournament that has happened to the Maniacs.
Yeah, the throwing error from the pitching staff. This one, Loudon Cochran, just let it sail over first base. Nothing Dash Barlow could do, but it scores Maddox from first, and now the Trojans have a 1-0 lead. Nobody gone and 2 aboard here.
Both in scoring position for Flex Lowe, the DH. First pitch on the way, fastball misses for ball 1.
Flex a couple of fly ball outs, 1 to Barlow at first.
Another fastball that misses high, 2-0.
But he had the deepest fly ball out, C.J. Lowe did, when he flew out to Olive in left field.
And this is the dreaded fifth inning for Orofino. Cochran hoping to change things up here. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike now to low. Over on deck is Tyree. And here's a swing and a fly ball down the line right field. Giving chase is Hudson, and that'll fall safely. 2-2.
Safely anyway for the hitter Low. Unfortunate for Maniacs and the home who are listening that they're wishing that Landon Hudson can make the catch out there in foul ground.
2-2 the count to Low. Pitch on the way from Cochran, and the hook stays high. Full count now. Payoff pitch to the plate, swing, and a slow roller foul. As Low keeps his at-bat alive. Cochran did run into a little trouble in the fourth, but he was able to come out unscathed. Here's the pitch, and he run him up. That's a big one. Called strike just above the knees. Huge strikeout there for Cochran.
Well, Cochran has struck out 7 of the 9 batters for the Wendell Trojans, CJ. But they lead right now, Wendell, 1-0.
Here's Alex Hyrie. 2 on, 1 away. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Fastball in there for a called strike. Looks like he put a little extra mustard on that one.
Look at the difference here now between Hyrie, that shows bunt, and then he pulls it back. It's different from Ponce.
Now the 0-1 to Hyrie. Try the swinging bunt strike, but he fouled it off.
Yeah, he just fouled it off, yeah. But they're looking for a steal from home here. Bunt was dang near at home plate when that ball was fouled at the dish.
Going for the squeeze. Count at 0-2. Runners at second and third. The waste pitch to the plate. That is Low with a fastball. The ball and 2 strikes now. Hyrie is 1 for 2. A single to his credit. Runners takes their leads. The 1-2 pitch. Well upstairs. Evens it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So the difference I'm trying to explain is Hyrie shows bunt. He brings the bat back, but his hands stay high on the handle, so you know he's not swinging.
Huge at-bat here. Anything to the outfield, scores that run from third. Here's a curveball just outside. I was waiting for the home plate umpire to ring him up there.
And I think Hyrie was getting ready to head back to the third base dugout. He knew he was toast.
Full count to Hyrie. Cochran has the sign. Wine fires the payoff pitch, and it's outside for ball 4. That'll load up the sacks with Trojans. That is just unfortunate. That was such a good-looking pitch that ran the count full. Home plate umpire didn't agree. Sacks are juiced for Zach Woodward. Wind up in the first pitch outside for ball 1.
This is the second time in as many innings here, CJ, that Wendell has had the bags loaded up.
The 1-0 on the way, swinging a fly ball, arcing towards the fence on the left field side, and Olive will give up on giving chase. That's what.
Yeah, it's a good thing that wind popped up at that time, CJ, because that ball was destined for that 320 marker and straight away left field.
Yeah, it was well hit. Bases loaded, just 1 down. Here's the pitch to the plate, swing and foul ball straight back into the net. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. It is up high, 2-2. No better time for a strikeout than here. Cochran has gotten Woodward swinging twice. Here's the pitch. A curveball, run him off. That is huge right there for Loudon Cochran.
Yeah, the second out now, and with the bags loaded, there's a force anywhere, and they can keep this to a 1-0 ball game if they can just get something on the infield.
Right fielder number 6. So the bases loaded, 2 away. 1-0 Wendell. Here is it Justin Egbert. Cochran winds and delivers, and the curve ball is high.
Just a touch high, so says our home plate umpire. Justin has been on twice, CJ.
Now the 1-0 pitch swings through some high cheese. It's 1-1. Egbert he walked and was hit by pitch. He's one of the 2 that have not been a strikeout victim. The 1-1 offering, the fastball, called strike at the knees, 1-2. Now Cochran, 1 strike away from getting himself out of this jam. He has the sign. Here's the pitch, a swing, and a comebacker straight ahead. Cochran sees it into the glove, short toss over. Barlow has it, and that'll end the threat here in the top of the 5th. But the Wendell Trojans do pick up a run and take the lead on a 2 hits, 1 error, and they leave them loaded. It's 1-0 Wendell.
All right, so the Maniacs will have an opportunity to answer back here in the bottom of the 5th with Trovish, Hudson, and Cochran after this.
Now has never been a better time to work in the healthcare industry. Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia, a 24-hour skilled nursing care facility in Orofino, is hiring. If you wish to work with caring individuals who love their job and enjoy their fellow co-workers, then visit Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation. On Shriver Road, Clearwater Health is currently hiring full-time registered nurses and licensed practical nurses. A $7,500 signing bonus will be paid, and you can start immediately. A certified nursing assistant is also needed and pays a $2,000 signing bonus. Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation is also looking for a culinary manager, someone who can operate the day-to-day needs of the kitchen, serving delicious and nutritious meals to the residents. If you enjoy fun and games, a part-time activities assistant is needed too. A fun team to work with and a pleasant atmosphere. Inquire about your new path at Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia today.
Kelly Bowling of Camus Financial Services and Family Eye Care. Proud backers of Maniac baseball, on KLER Orofino. Here's CJ Thompson.
Well, the Trojans taking a 1-0 lead in the top of the 5th. Jones back out on the mound, and Trovish calling for time right out of the gates. There's the windup and the first pitch, called strike.
So Nick got a good hold of the first pitch or his first at-bat, but lined it right to the shortstop, Woodward.
The 0-1 offering on the way, this one in the dirt, and Strobish wanted to pull the trigger, check swing, appeal up the first baseline, and didn't go.
There was an appeal, and we must just have a bad view here about what is a swinging check swing.
There's a 1-1 pitch, swing and a grounder left side, and it's deep in the hole. Woodward has it, the throw not in time, as Nick Trovish legs out an infield single.
Wow, that was right in the hole, but Woodward, strong, running to his right from the shortstop position. He had his right foot in the outfield grass, CJ, turned and fired an absolute strike on a short hop to Ponce's glove at first. But the Maniacs have the equalizer on over at first base.
Here is Landon Hudson. Good speed and Trovish at first, showing bunts. And he lets it go. That is outside. 4-1. Hudson struck out swinging his first at-bat. Uri playing up on the grass over at third. Here's the pitch as the runner goes. The throw on the way. Tag a fly, and he got him. Fun guns down Grobish, and he races the Maniacs base runner. And that kid has an absolute cannon on him behind the dish.
Aiden Fun, CJ. He came straight up and fired a strike right to the glove of Maddox at second base, who slapped the tag on Drobish.
Pitch was a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging strike 2. Jones, the windup, and the breaking ball in the dirt. 2-2.
This is Landon's only second at bat, CJ.
Jones has been efficient on the mound to this point. He has faced just 2 over the minimum. The windup and the pitch to the plate. A fastball nicely framed away. Full count. Long look in again from Jones. Here's the payoff pitch to the plate. That is low for ball 4. Maniac was another base runner.
CJ, that is only the second walk that Jones has given up. Both of these pitchers are doing very well, limiting hits, limiting runs, base runners.
Kind of starting to think that running on Bunn might not be the greatest idea. Here's Cochran. That pitch low and outside.
And Loudon, like a lot of other of his teammates, have bounced out to second baseman Maddox.
There's the pitch, swinging a slow roller. The first up, past the outstretched glove of Jones, but second baseman Maddox has it. The short toss to Ponce will erase Cochran, but on the play, Hudson to second. So Maniacs with a runner in scoring position. If Schneider can get something to drop in the outfield, got a chance to knock the ball game up.
The middle infield for the Wendell Trojans, just absolutely stellar.
1 on, 2 away for Easton Schneider. Here's the first pitch, bounces it in. 4-1. If Easton could reach, got a good part of the order coming up, back around to the top. A look back at the runner. Now sets and turns and looks. Hudson back to the bag. Jones sets and the pitch on the way. That is up high. 2-0.
Yeah, the more time you take, CJ, looking at a runner back to second base, the more time that you're taking your attention away to the pitch at home plate. Ball 2 now to Schneider.
The 2-0 on the way to Schneider, and called strike.
Called strike. I don't think he offered it that, but that's one of the things I just have not been able to figure out about our home plate umpire. What is a swinging strike and what is a check swing?
Yeah, that's kind of what my brain froze on. The 2-1 pitch, curveball, fouls it off. 2-2. So man aboard at second base with 2 down after the leadoff base knock from Drobish. He was gunned down trying to steal. Hudson drew a walk. Here's the 2-2 to Schneider. The fastball is outside. Full count.
Well, if Easton can find a way to get on base, Naranjo is on deck, CJ. Guy you can always count on.
Definitely who you want at the plate in big moments. Payoff pitch to Schneider, swinging a slow roller right side. Maddox has it. Soft toss to first, and that will do it for the Maniacs here in the fifth. No runs on a hit, no errors. They do leave one out there. It's 1-0 Wendell.
Well, we're through 5 innings of play, and when the 6th comes around, it'll be the visitors on the scoreboard, Thompson, Jones, and Maddox, when we return to Napa Christian High School after this.
Good luck, Orofino Maniacs, during your spring sports playoffs from Fiesta and Jalisco. On Johnson Avenue, Orofino, Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican restaurant is open to celebrate victories and console heartbreak. There's something for everyone. Tacos, enchiladas, burritos, and chimichangas. Combo plates featuring beef, chicken, and seafoods, too. Fiesta and Jalisco Mexican food restaurant is where you'll find all your friends tonight. So come on by. Supporting the Maniacs throughout the year. It's Fiesta and Jalisco.
His wife's words echoed in his mind.
You never fix anything around here.
Well, today that would change. He would fix the water heater. He'd show her that he wasn't just the man of the house, he was the handyman of this house. He was more than capable. Oh, no. And we covered it. UFH2O. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Hi, this is Greg Kimberling. We invite you to see us at our new location at 622 Bryden Avenue in Lewiston.
We want to thank LCCU. They are our first pitch sponsor, and they ask you to be on the lookout for the upcoming Children's Miracle Golf Tournament sponsored by LCCU. Here we go, top of the 6th with DJ Thompson.
Cochran back out on the hill. Here's Thompson to lead things off. Third time's the charm there.
All right, so Elliot Thompson hitting in the 9th spot. He went down looking and drew a base on balls.
Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses outside. 2-0. Maniacs playing for their tournament lives. Wind up in the 2-0 on the way. The curveball upstairs. Count runs to 3-0.
And now you can see Dylan Midstock over in that third base dugout. He is yelling instruction out to Cochran on the hill.
Don't see anyone warming up for Orofino. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Fastball outside, a 4-pitch walk.
5th walk issued now by the starting chucker for the Maniacs, Loudon Cochran. Against 8 strikeouts, he has hit 2 batsmen, giving up 1 run on 4 hits.
Move over to first base. Thompson diving back in. We're back around to the top of the order with Cooper Jones, who's looking for his first hit. He did reach on a walk. First pitch on the way to Jones is high and a little inside.
This is Cooper's 4th at-bat.
1-0 pitch, right down the pipe, 4 called strike.
And anytime you're the leadoff guy, of course, you're always going to get more at-bats than most anyone else in the lineup.
There's a set to 1-1 delivery, swinging a hard hit ball right up the middle. Drobish moving back. He'll make the catch, and there's 1 away.
That is the first fly ball out to the Maniac center fielder, Drobish. He was wondering if there's ever going to get any action. That's always where you can count on a ball getting hit to.
Yeah, everything seems to be going right up the middle for Wendell. Thompson lead over at first, held on by Barlow. Here is Maddox. First pitch. Misses for ball 1.
Yeah, anytime you see balls continuously hit straight up the middle, that is where the hitter times up the pitcher extremely well.
Move over to first base. Got the runner back to the bag. 1 on, 1 away. Here's the 1-0. That is high for ball 2-2-0. Maddox on the day, he's 1 for 3. A single and a run scored.
He is the one and only run on the scoreboard in this game.
And the pitch gets away from Cochran a little bit. That is well up high over the head of Maddox.
Yeah, his hat came off when he launched that, CJ. He was looking to put everything he possibly could in that fastball. And that's a sign of frustration right now, and he needs to just gather all of his thoughts and calm down.
The 3-0 on the way, and he bounces it by Naranjo for ball 4, rounding second and putting on the brakes is Thompson.
And time called by Coach Midstock. He's going to bring somebody out with him. We're going to have a pitching change. So don't go away, folks, with our score 1-0. We'll return after this.
P1FCU wants to help you get out and explore the Pacific Northwest. Each time you make a purchase with your P1FCU debit MasterCard, you get entered to win a weekly prize. You'll also get entered to win our grand prize getaway, including 2 e-bikes and a stay at Silver Mountain. Win a little adventure from P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938.